doing?
Talking about it?
Oh, why?
It's great.
This is like so overcooked. The potatoes are.
Nope. Sorry, guys. Trying to figure this out here. I should have did a little pre-planning before I... There we go.
Today it's the same exact way.
No,
Really?
it's still too much of a... I hate this flag. It's just...
No, I forgot to wash my hands. I'll be right back.
So the flag's there for in the mornings when the sun comes in, you know? It's supposed to be hanging. And now it's like hanging on one of the things. What up, Kyra King? How you doing? You doing alright? Having a good Friday night? I guess I'll pause the show, huh? Sorry. What up, Barrel Owl? How you doing? Top of the night to you guys. It's Friday night here in America. What up, Mike Lowry? Lowry the tree monkey. What up? I'm hanging out. Not really doing much. Just watching TV. Kind of chit-chatting on Facebook a little bit. What are you guys getting into? I'm curious if anybody was interrupted by a notification of my live video because if you were interrupted watching my video because of a live video. What up, Mason Sills? How you doing, buddy? You have a question for me before, but what is headache when I say, oh, that's right before I'm about to drop something or something's falling. That's why we say headache, Kyra. I'm surprised you didn't pick up that already. You've watched a lot of my stuff. You were watching Buckin. I can't get into his content. I can't. I don't know. I just can't get into his content. It's not really my style. I'm not a tree feller. Beard's like, thank you, man, thanks. And I think the proper way to say is the beard's coming in nice. I think that's the least homophobic way, or I don't know the right word. I'm trying to think of the right word. But yeah, Kyra, we say headache when something's about to fall, or I'm about to make a cut, or if, you know, the branch is falling. Headache means get the hell out of there. Go. Headache. Hold on 1 second, chords. Chords all over the place. Part 2, high voltage. I have part 2 and 3 uploaded of that series already. And I have another crane job that I have to upload, and crane job, who's a reach, and what was it? Oh, dude was trying to get me to do fucking big Java plum tree right by that. It's like super wet and rainy all fucking night, and then he's trying to get me to do a Java plum tree, or no, a rubber tree right by the primaries, and I'm like, no. He's just like trying to talk. He's like, hey, will you do this? And I'm like 30 feet in a tree. He's pointing at something I can't see the angle, and I'm like, dude, can we fucking talk about this when I get done this oak tree that I'm working in right now? Anyways, yeah, you'll see that footage. Yeah, there was that was the first crane job from today, and then the second crane job I filmed as well. I just film everything now. I film all my work now. I just post everything. Yeah, I'll have that part 2. Sky the Tree Guy, Ewers, I didn't ignore your comment there. I will have the part 2 up tomorrow. Don't worry, buddy. Missy Sue says we can tell. We should tell Stitches instead. Let me see. I'm confused by that statement. What's up, John Stedman? How you doing, buddy? What up? What up, Mike? Mike Shavaria? How you doing, buddy? What up, Leonard? How you doing? Good morning. Yeah, staying busy. Trying to stay busy. Yeah, exactly. Mike Lowery, running buck. Get out of here. Oh, you yell stitches. Oh, okay. Stitches. That's what you said. Okay. Trying to stay busy? And I heard that. Is that bitch drinking coffee like me? I'm drinking coffee and it's 10:30 at night. It's Friday and like I don't feel like drinking, you know? I don't know. Taking a break from alcohol, I guess. Usually on the weekends I'll have a couple drinks here with you guys, especially when I'm doing this. Coffee is good. I know I'm drinking coffee right now. I've been fixing the cords over here though. Hold on, I gotta fix some cords. 1 second. That's embarrassing. The fucking cords has got like I'm sorry. Beer in the beach. Oh man. Got fucking Scooby snacks, guys. Yuck. Big plans this weekend? Oh, actually, guys, I'm you know the Sherwood crew? So the guy Alex, Jimmy, a couple other guys that don't matter. I'm just kidding, Sherwood crew. They invited me, the English guy Tom, he owns the Sherwood Tree Service, and the crew invited me to go and play paintball tomorrow. And that reminds me, I gotta find my chesty mount, because I'm gonna wear that fucker. That was in response to your question about my weekend night, Jay. Yeah, so I've never been paintballing before, so it should be fun. I think I did do paintballing like when I was a kid and shit. Good vibes, beer and beach, fuck yeah. Thoughts on taunt line for rappelling instead of all the gadgets? Not into the tree. I'm seeing SRT and then old school taunt line thingy. Dude, the taunt line is slow, Mike. It's slow and a lot more work, dude. That's all there is to it. I mean, if you're working a whole tree out, it's a lot slower, man. Oh yeah, I have a Blake's Hitch job to upload too. I removed a tree on a Blake's Hitch the other day. Blake's Hitch, no spikes, just like I used to do it back in the day. And it was a small tree, so I got away with it. And it was a lot more work than just doing SRT like I usually do. I mean, if you're just rappelling down, it's not going to change anything. If you're setting up a fucking taunt line just to rappel down out of a tree that you pruned and shit, like I do that sometimes, but I already have the mechanical set up, so I just use that. Oh, John, me and my Alice, we had so much fun on the daddy-daughter weekend. You don't even know. Spent so much money, it's crazy. I prefer rigging, to be honest with you, because the overall, Kyra, in answer to your question, the overall, Kyra asked if I prefer rigging or free dropping. So the overall job and the yard looks better after I'm rigging. I mean, granted, free dropping is a lot faster, but more often than not, it's a lot more cutting for me. So rigging, it's kind of a lot more, it's kind of more work, but it's not. So the cutting is pretty enduring. When you're cutting with the chainsaw over and over again, that's pretty enduring. But if I rig a piece up and then make a cut, which the rig probably equals maybe one cut's worth of energy, and then the cut is obviously one cut's worth of energy. So maybe I'm saving a cut's worth of energy by rigging a piece that's 3 times the size. I don't know. It's just, I like rigging because sometimes I don't have to climb all the way out on the limb to free cut, or, it's better on the yard too. Hey man, Great vids, and also paintball is fun until you get shot in the finger. Well, now I'm all worried about getting shot in the finger. I like my fingers. I don't want to get shot in the finger. Do I need to wear gloves? It's going to be like 90 degrees. What should I wear? Does anybody have any advice for paintball? Now I'm scared. What the fuck? What should I wear? You guys are freaking me out over here. Should I cancel? Are they going to have equipment there? I don't even own gloves. I don't fucking own gloves. I don't need a hand boo-boo. Nah, no storm work. I went out there with Yatri's. I got a fluff edit to do of them. But I went out there with Yatri's and worked a couple days. It was fun. Had a good time. I used to wear motocross gloves. I butt tie everything, bro. Everything, Mike Lowry. Mike Lowry. What the fuck? So do I like... Oh man, you guys are freaking me out, dude. Oh, I don't know. No comprende. Rohiro? Rohiro? I don't know. Oh, hold on one second. I'm going to share this live video. I'm going to share this here live video on Facebook. Real quick. Just give me one moment there, Instagram. Maybe I can get a couple more viewers here. How do I do this? How do I do this? Maybe I just go right to my page. Let's see. I seen that tip tie with the new guys. I mean, it all depends. If I hardly ever tip tie unless my rigging point is way high. If my rigging point is way up here and I have something that's vertical, unless, alright, so if I'm, for the sake of whatever, this is a tree. Let's say this is a tree. I don't know, which way is better? Fucking roach clips, that's funny, huh? So this is a tree, right? And if I got something that's vertical, then I'll rig off of this, tip tie and cut it to the bottom, because it's not going to be super violent. But if you tip tie in something that's like this, man, it's going to flip and do all kinds of shit, and I don't know. Or like this, it's going to come back and do that. And there's just a lot of variables when it comes. Ordinarily, I like to keep things below me. That way there's no, issues with it hitting me. Unless I know the guy, if I'm lifting, sorry, copy link, share, Facebook, live chat. There we go, done. All right. Good night, Night Jay. Have fun. Yeah, I'll have fun. Can I get the Rope Runner Pro? No, I don't wanna get that. I'm sorry. I can't. If you send it to me, I'll use it. For a couple jobs. But I don't really wanna use it. I've used the Rope Runner. Excuse me. It's not gonna be that different, in my opinion. Unless they change how long the device is, and in my opinion it's still the same. Still the same length, And my unisender is very, very short. It's compact. So I can get really close into the tree, and I really like that. I think I set a record of how crazy how fast I tie running bowling. It's funny because when I notice in the videos, I'm like, holy shit, that was pretty fast. Whenever I watch, because I don't watch all of the raw footage all the time. It's too much to watch. That's like working twice. I don't want to do that. So usually I go and edit out the parts where I forget, like where I pee in the backyard, and I'm like, damn man, I just pissed on film, so I got to go and edit that out. But yeah, I usually don't watch the parts, and sometimes I see myself do things, and I'm like, wow, that was quick. What's a good pair of gaffs out there? Mike Chavaria, 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 Mike Chavaria. Um, where are my smokes at? I prefer the geckos. I prefer the gecko climbing spurs. All right, there we go. You guys were gonna see me have a fucking panic attack. That's what you're running right now. What are you running? Zigzag. The zigzag is pretty big. I only use the zigzag for crane work. But dude, if you got an adjustable bridge, it would totally change, because you could adjust your system from this side to this side, which is super nice. I like having that. All right, Jonathan. Thanks for the advice about the pants and long sleeves for paintball. I appreciate that. Kyra says, "You know what? I'm seriously glad I watch your videos, because if we wouldn't get the footage, yeah." Klein's, yeah. All right. So the Klein's probably kill your shins, but it's the pads. I don't have any issues at all with my shins, and I used to. So I used to have a problem with the spike crossing over. You know what I mean? Because the pad twists, and the spike crosses over and creates like this fucking thing across your shin, kind of, right? It twists, and that's what happened to me. And once I got geckos, because they're a little form fitting, and they just wrap right around my calf, and it's super nice. Yeah. So if you can get new pads for your spurs, if they're interchangeable, then I would definitely recommend that. There's some spikes that people use. They call them Cadillacs. If you watch August Honeke's videos, he probably has them. They look like they're aluminums. They also have these like giant Velcro ones too that are pretty cool. Bee sting, I can handle a bee sting. That's nothing. If you were to go buy a bucket truck, how practical would it be versus just straight climbing every tree? Dude, you can get a lot done with a bucket. It's all really about the jobs that you're bidding, in my opinion. I've never owned a bucket truck, but I worked for a company, and all we ran was like, we ran bucket and the nifty lifts, the backyard track lifts, or the tire lifts and shit. Oh my god. Like, you could bang out an elevation super quick, like way faster than climbing. It all depends on what work you're doing. You can't get a bucket in the backyard and, rig a tree out over a pool and shit. You just can't get it back there. You know what I mean? So it's all about what kind of jobs you're bidding. If you're doing a bunch of trimming and palms, street side, if you're doing front yard street side shit, a bucket's like super productive. What up, CH Trees? How you doing, buddy? I thought I saw somebody. Don't forget about me. Oh, hi. That was you, CH Trees. How you doing? Doing okay, Liam. How's your morning going? Day? Afternoon? I don't know. How is your time? How's your time? Your current time doing? Nice shirt. Nice shirt, bud. It's the crane one. Thank you, Mike. I appreciate that, dude. I like making them, and I like interacting with all the people who watch them. And I also like that everybody tells me my videos help them become a better climber. And I think that's crazy to me, because that's not... It just kind of turned into that. I'm just sharing what I do. It's super awesome that people get that shit out of there. Hey! Alright, so Brian Floyd, my man, thank you so much, dude. You just made my whole day. Bro, I'm like... Listen, I got about $1,000 saved, alright? Between me and you. I got about $1,000 saved for my paraglider. I'm pretty excited about that. Going on a little vacation. Thank you so much for that. That was fucking killer, dude. I appreciate that, man. It's awesome that you remembered. He's made my night, bro. Oh yeah, so Azteca. I'm sorry, Liam. Yeah, I've never had the tree motion, so I have really nothing to say about that other than it looks cool. A lot of people like it. Okay, Azteca 14 LT. You got your uni. Fucking best device, hands down. Such a good device. The drum. I've had a few people tell me they can't find the drum. In the description on a couple of my last videos, I put a link to the website Climbing Innovations, Richard Mumford. If you look him up, I know it said his website's down for maintenance, but maybe you can email him and contact him. But Google Climbing Innovations and you will and he should be selling those things. If not, then I don't Oh yeah, man. Oh yeah, hold on a second. Sorry, I forget what I was saying. Oh, CH Trees, I'm glad my videos helped you, bro. That's fucking killer. But yeah, again, Azteca, just check out Climbing Innovations. Google it, and maybe I can message him and see what's up with the deal. I've never talked to him, so. Jake, you paramotor? Oh, dude, I'm about to buy one here in the next like 6 months, hopefully. I'm trying to save. It's kind of hard to just. I'm gonna buy it cash. I don't finance or anything. Let's see here. Yeah, thanks again, Brian. That was fucking cool. Totally awesome surprise. Yeah, Mike Shavaria. Yeah, that was, I think we've spoken a couple times on the live videos about that video. That was the most mad I've ever been on camera. That's probably the most mad you'll ever see me on camera, unless something else that's really stupid happens. But God, I was super frustrated. What pissed me off the most, honestly, is the kid lying to me from the beginning. That was like an unfortunate way to start the day, you know? You just don't do that, bro. Like, if you're gonna look me, like, square in the face and tell me that, yeah, I know how to do this, and then just, like, 3 seconds later, that's like having a bunch of drugs in your car and looking at a cop and saying, no, I don't have anything in here. Like, dude. No problem, Azteca. You're welcome. Thank you, man. I appreciate it. You're a killer. I really appreciate that. That's awesome. Oh yeah, Brian, dude. Killer. I just wanted to say thank you to all my viewers and everybody who's watching the videos. I have been posting a video every day for almost a month now since I got my tablet. And I passed the $500 mark for the last 28 days for revenue. And it is killer. Like, I'm super stoked about that. Because all that's going to my paramotor, too. I'm about to buy another Hero 7 and get some more shots with different angles if I can for a little more of a narration type of video. Thank you, Brian. You're a killer, bro. Yeah, Mike, I mean, I could have... You know what I really respect about that kid? That dude who did tie the saw on improperly? He gave me that job was 2 hours away from, that job was 2 hours away from my house, and I drove out there only to get up in the tree and get down. The kid gave me $100 for my travels. He was like, you know, here's $100, man. I'm sorry for the way things went. And I thought that was super honorable. Doc Holiday, man, thanks. Thank you, guys. You guys are killer. Oh, man. You guys are badass. Let's see. I'm reading some more comments. All right. The details you give me during some videos is what makes them. Yeah. So you guys seem to be liking the videos that I've been doing lately, where I'm narrating. I'm gonna finish that job completely. I have those 3 parts saved on my tablet, and I'm gonna finish narrating through the whole job. I don't know why I picked that job to do it. It was just kind of the first one that was on my tablet when I had the idea to narrate. There's probably better jobs to do the kind of the narration style videos, to do like more technical stuff, but I'm gonna finish that out, and then maybe I'll let everybody choose which jobs they want me to do. Maybe I'll do that. I'll make a post, and you guys can vote on what job I should narrate next. Thank you, Dave. I appreciate that, man. You've been commenting a lot on my videos, I believe. I'm sorry. I read one comment and then another one stuck out. Thank you, Joshua, Hazel. I appreciate that. You're a killer. Thank you. And Doc Holiday. Doc Holiday. Josh, did you see me do that? Is this Jason? I know, this is Josh. Sorry. Did you see me give August coffee and shit? I do that on August videos too. Doc Holiday, how is the competition for climbers in Florida? Honestly, for me as an independent contractor, there isn't, like, it's not super competitive for me, if that's what you mean. But the demand for climbers is super high for companies. There's not a crazy amount of contractors here. Jake, in response to your question about that one job with the new crew, I forget the name of it, but with the guy leaning on the fence, he was having some kind of, his eye was, like, super lazy. Like, literally, he was having some kind of issue with his face, and his eye was almost like a stroke. I forget what they called it. I was kind of concerned, and he had no vision. He said he was losing vision, and his eye was visually lazy. At the end, I don't know if I cut the camera off or not, but his eye was lazy. He was going through some shit, that's for sure. Felt bad for him. Dave, thanks for the kind words about the power line job. I appreciate that. Yeah, I mean, I feel like if I'm tying on like a heavy piece of machinery or whatever, then then I'm sorry. I read Brian Floyd's comment there. It's pretty funny. Yeah, I know, man. They were old school. But if I'm tying on a piece of machinery, I'm gonna tie it good. You know what I mean? Brian Floyd, that cracked me up, bro. Yeah, I did a lot of waiting that day. I almost titled that video "That One Job Where I Waited More Than I Worked." And I was ready to go, but I kept my cool. And that's all I could say is I kept my cool, That was it. Alright, Aztec. Hey, if you still have trouble, just keep checking climbinginnovations.com or .net or .org, whichever one it is. Just keep checking that, and hopefully they'll come up with it, and they'll have some. Yeah, I know I did. Barrel Owl. Yeah, I love coffee too. If they call me again, if Slow Crew calls me again, then I'll go. I'm not sure that guy's name, man. That's terrible. All the narratives are super cool. Yeah, thank you for saying that, Shavara. I'm really not, like, I'm really trying not to be like a teaching YouTube channel. I just want to tell people how I'm doing it. Not how they should. How I do that. Jake J, I don't know if he got paid for that. I think so. I'm pretty sure. Randall Flagg, I have Randall Flagg. Hey, is that is Randall Flagg a character? Is your name Randall Flagg because of one of the characters from the book Stand by Stephen King? Sorry. But anyways, I just read that book. It's a great book. Let's see. Never had to go head to head with a squirrel. Kyra. I'm glad that you like the videos. Yeah, I've been trying to post one every day. Did I ever see those tree pics? Joseph. Oh yeah, I believe I did, man. The email, right? You're talking about? Yeah, it might have got buried, dude. Like honestly, I'm the worst at responding for emails. Absolutely terrible. I'll run back through there and check them though. I don't know if coffee would have solved that problem. The guy who hired me was a climber himself, and he injured himself. He injured his hip and his leg and stuff, I think. So he didn't want to climb. I think that was it, and his elbow. I'm not really sure. Rock on, dude. Randall Flagg. Fuck yeah. That's a great book. Good character too. I like that. I kind of want to read it again now. Such a good book. Super long. I'm a visual learner and I've picked up some good stuff from you. Yeah, I'm a visual learner myself as well. I'm actually like I learn best with when I have stuff to do it with, you know. Let's see. Yeah, it's killer that you guys learn. That's different. That's a different thing for me. Yen, I'm in Florida too. Brian Floyd. Thanks, Brian. I appreciate it. So I get up the tree faster. Yeah, setup. I always like to be relaxed. I'm pretty relaxed when I'm working with Sherwood. But other than that, man, I always feel rushed until I tie in and set everything up. Yeah, I'm in Clearwater, Florida, bro. Where are you, Yen? Or I assume you're a bro. Yen seems like kind of a unisexual name. Sorry, I hope you forgot your throw line again, climbing like fucking Billy. Yeah, those guys out there, that's really all they have to work with is those pines. Does Buckin Billy Ray, does he climb? Or does he... I didn't know he was a climber. Is he a climber? Pensacola, nice. Yeah, I got the hiccups. Kyra, yes, I do miss Birch Tree Service. Birch called me the other day and asked me if I could work a job for him on the 5th, or last weekend, and I was doing daddy-daughter weekend. Yeah, I miss Birch a lot. I didn't know he climbed at all, honestly. Is that terrible? I don't watch a lot of tree work videos, you guys. I just don't. I don't really. I watch a lot of Netflix and shit. I play some video games. I've been watching a lot of paramotor videos. Pretty much consumes my time now. But I don't watch a lot of tree work videos. When I'm scrolling through Instagram or something, then I watch them. And I'll watch August sometimes. If August has like a really catchy title, then I'll watch it until I see what's in the title, and then I'm like, alright, I'm out. I do it every day. I live tree work. I don't need to go and watch it, honestly. You had an accident and didn't climb for a while, Redman? So you brought it up. Why didn't you climb for a while, Redman? Was it because of nerves, or was it because of a physical capability? Yeah, August is good to watch. I like his sense of humor. He's funny. Yeah, I had no idea Billy Ray climbed. I thought he was just like a feller. Yeah, August climbs. I've climbed with August. He's cool people. I was like kind of nervous when I went out there and met him and shit, and then like we all started working, and I was like, oh, we do the same thing. This is nothing. Ah. And then that was it, you know. Oh, Buck and Billy Ray had an accident. Oh shit. I thought you said I had an accident. Sorry about the confusion, Red Man. That sucks, dude. Back to Buck and Billy. Okay. Gotcha. Billy on Spurs, wild cord most of the time. Occasionally he'll throw a taunt line in the mix. Practically zero again. I'm proud of it. Mostly kind of for himself. Hey man, I mean, whatever. That's, you know, that's his right as a person and a human being not to wear, you know, the shit that he don't want. I got yelled at today on Facebook for not having chaps on this little crane pick that I did. I wanted to call the guy a pussy. Like, dude, like, I don't know. You know what really bothers me? Honestly, and some of you might be guilty of this, and I don't care. It's whatever. You're entitled to your opinion. It really bothers me when people say, man, you should really tie in twice. Think about your family. Like, think about your kids and like, how fucking dare you use my family as a bargaining chip to try to make a point? Like, fuck you, dude. I think that is so low. But anyways, this video is probably not going to be monetized because I've said fuck about 100 times. Fuck. Oh well. What's the name? Oh, dude, I have like 500 friends on Facebook. Message me there and I'll add you specifically. My name on Facebook is the same name on here. It's Trevor Ahern. If you're not on Instagram, make an Instagram account. I have a ton of content on there. A lot of the stuff that I make, I don't even post on YouTube. A lot of it goes on Instagram. Let's see. Yeah, it's just this, yeah. He seems like a really nice person, friend. Doesn't he always, he calls everybody friend, right? Or mate, or something like that. Mike Fleming. Did I ever have a fear of heights? What got me into tree work? I never had really a fear of heights. I was always climbing trees as much as I could. Like, physically. Like, as soon as I physically could get in the trees, then I was. I was always building rope swings and stuff along those lines. And I mean, like, I was hanging weed whacker line from a canopy and making harnesses out of rope and just swinging around the canopy in a static, just swinging 30 feet up, swinging from branch to branch in a canopy because it was fun. I did that shit when I was like 12, literally. It seemed like I was made to do this job. Made for this. Hashtag August Hunnicky. Made for this. Anyways. And I did lawn care with my buddy for a little while. And cut a couple trees down with him. And then I moved to Colorado. Needed a job. Started a job out there. And basically was just like, yeah, I'm a tree climber. And a guy handed me a chainsaw and a harness and spikes. And then for like 2 years, we rode up on a job. And he was like, all right, I need that tree out. Call me when it's done. And that was it. He left and I took the tree down and I called him when I was done. Sometimes it was a couple hours later. Sometimes I was like, I'm not done yet. Made it happen for a couple years. Then I got a job at a real tree company. Alright. You got yelled at because you didn't have a hard hat on in one of your pictures. Tell those people to fuck off. They're not your dad. How long have I been climbing? 21, been climbing for a year. I have Jack Burdine. I have been climbing for 10 years now, professionally. Like, for money. That's what professionally means. Like, you do it good enough to get paid. That's literally all. If you guys Google what professional means, it means you just get paid to do it. You're good enough to get paid. That's what a professional is. So, Jack, I want you to know right now that if you are getting paid to climb trees, you are a professional tree climber. By definition. Yeah, I mean, listen, I know I'm a professional. I don't have any certification in the industry, though. I have nothing. I don't feel like a professional. I feel like a guy just doing his job. I don't know if I'm doing it right all the time. You know? Like, I don't know. I don't know. It's weird. I don't have this, like... Yep, Dave, and the rest is history. Let's see. My flip line is just a regular rope. It's the Rambarista style rope. But it is the actual tending device, the actual rope grab part is called the Petzl Zillion. If you go under the description in some of my recent videos, I've been posting links to the products there. And I'm going to keep adding that until basically my climbing wardrobe, for lack of a better, my equipment list climbing wardrobe, that was ridiculous. How fucking stoned am I? Jesus. Thank you, Redman. And Mike Shavara. Yeah, you know, I definitely do what I love. I definitely feel like when I'm up there, I feel like everything's mine. You know, I'm like, I own this shit. I'm the boss right now. I think it's when I feel most dominant is when I'm in a tree, you know? Wow. It's kind of a pretty introspective thing. It's when I have the most control. It's when I'm in the tree. And sometimes, none. Whoa. Rambarista is just a play on words like Rambo and arborist. You know, like badass arborist. That's what I get out of it. Dave. Yo, why wouldn't I encourage? Why wouldn't I encourage it, man? Like, honestly, what else is there to do but encourage and motivate? If you're not bringing something up, if you're not bringing somebody up, or, you know what I mean, if you're not doing something positive, it's the rest of it's a waste. Yeah, it's man, it's definitely a lifestyle. Let's see. Yeah, thicker than a bowl of oatmeal. Thicker than a bowl of oatmeal. She was thicker than a bowl of oatmeal. Thicker than molasses in the North Pole. Thicker than molasses in the North Pole. Anyways. Let's see. I feel alive and at peace. Yeah, so do I, Mike. Yeah, that's something, Mike Fleming, that's funny that you remember that from the video. Are you confident when climbing above bad spots in a tree? There's a video, like, it's called that one job where I forget what job. Oh, that one job where I climbed for a YouTube subscriber. I climbed above the bad spot. I mean, honestly, it all depends. You just have to be super aware and alert of what you're doing, and just don't shock load the tree. But it's always in the back of my mind. I'm always like a little freaked out about. All right, I'm gonna share this. I'm gonna share my live video to a Facebook group. We'll see how that goes. Right now. Let's see. Hold on. Give me 1 second, guys. I'll be right back with you. Just be patient. Be patient. There's probably going to be a bunch of people on here that talk shit. So I'm going to need you to back me up, alright? Alright, on one more group. Hold on 1 second, guys. Look at this idiot. Alright, let's see. There's 34 viewers. I just shared that in groups. Let's see how many jackasses come on here. Oh, Brian Ford, thank you so much, man. I appreciate it. Brian's the man. Let's see. Just started watching you. What's up from Jacksonville or Cracksonville? Getting into climbing student 19. Rock on, dude. Welcome to the industry. Enjoy it, man. Make good choices. Don't let anybody talk you into shit you don't want to do, because it's, you know, it's not cool. I know, Brian's killer, man. So killer. Did I pull the muffler off my old 2-1 and see if the piston was scored? Sure seemed like the groundy put straight gas in it. It kind of, yeah, is that, I haven't done that yet. I haven't fucked with it yet. How about I send it to you and you fuck with it? Yeah. I was nervous on that job. Hold on 1 second. I gotta fix the cords, guys. Let me see. There's like all kinds of, I got like a cord unplugged, so, you know. It's all fixed now. Oh, okay. Rodney, I wasn't sure. Yeah, so if Rodney, there's a thing, it's like over the years I've kind of learned like what I'm willing to do, you know, risking myself and, you know, my safety. And I saw that, and I immediately, I didn't have this fuck no feeling. Like, I didn't have this fuck no. I had this feeling like I can make it work, right? I can make this work. Now, earlier in my career, I probably would have been like, fuck no, you know? But I saw that, and I was like, I could work with this. You know, I had a feeling like, this is going to change things a little bit. And it did, but I still had it in the back of my mind the whole time. And pushing past that it's a hard choice, you know? Am I making the right choice to push past this? Or am I gonna go up here and fuck up and fall out of it, and the tree's gonna break? So it's a difficult decision. But I posted a video like a couple weeks ago. What is it? Tree climbing nerves, right? And I was in the video. I basically told myself, like, I said I don't want to go any higher, and then I said, but I have to, and that is me saying, like, I telling myself I have to go higher because nothing's gonna get done, or, you know, nothing's gonna happen if I don't make it happen. So I gotta get up here and finish the job and do it. I was like telling myself I have to do this, and it's tough calls to make, but ultimately, if it doesn't feel right, man, then don't do it. Just don't. Rodney, that was in response to you, Rodney. Sorry about the whole rant there. I've commented on a couple of your videos, but I've been climbing a couple of years and always learned something new from them. Chandler B, yeah, I've seen your name around, Chandler B. Dude, I'm glad you learned from the videos. Mike Fleming, I used the 2511 when I was in New York. The 2511's not comparable. You can't even compare it to the 200 because it's two classes of saws. It's two different classes. It's tiny. 2511 is a really small saw. It feels like a toy. It cuts. It's a great trimming saw, but you like trees, both kinds? Hell yeah. How do you learn to improvise your improvised rigging? Jack says, how do you learn your improvised rigging? I see it in a lot of your videos. You just add friction, secure your rig in a way that I don't know, man. I don't know. I think it's just something that I improvised. Do you learn something that you improvise? It's like a crazy question, Jack. How did you learn your improvised rigging? I think that's an oxymoron, to be honest with you. Like legit. I'm impressed. That's a very difficult thing to answer. I don't know how you learn to improvise. Anyways, but yeah, I mean, I just kind of like, so you have all these tools, right? All these tools and all these rules too, right? You have tools and you have rules. Everybody says you're supposed to use certain things for certain things, and each tool has a set of specifications that you're supposed to follow to use it safely, right? Now, my opinion and my experience dictates that a lot of these tools' rules can be stretched. Carabiner straps and stuff, I don't rig too big off of them. But I like to utilize things, I like to try to use everything I can for everything I can, you know what I mean? If I have a bunch of different tools, then nothing's saying that I can't use that in a shit ton of different ways, you know? So I've never used a 355T, Jake J. I'm sorry, Yen. Did Yen ask a question? Did I miss a question from Yen? Sorry. Oh yeah, the zigzag is definitely worth it. Rodney Summer, appreciate the response. To be an honest answer. Currently studying ISA to better understand tree biology and get a better idea of what it's safe to push on and when it's smart to pull out. Yeah, I mean that's awesome. And one of my videos on my YouTube, I had quite a humbling experience. I was being really cocky. You guys might know the video. I hate pointing this out. So I had the crane accident. I don't know if any of you guys saw that video where I rigged up this piece and it split apart and just disintegrated and landed on this house, right? 2 minutes before that happened, and this is in response to your statement about learning the biology so you know when to push on and what to do. 2 minutes before the crane accident and the thing ripped apart, I was saying, like, bragging up a storm and ranting about how I don't need to be ISA certified. I don't need to learn about tree biology to know how to cut down a tree. That's not going to help me. And I'm quoting you. I'm not barely paraphrasing. Like, it's not going to help me become a better climber if I know how this tree's growing. Not even 2 minutes later, these pieces snapped. The whole decay, coated part just rips apart. The tree's terrible. There's like included bark. I should have noticed. And it's stuff that I know already. But it's just the point. You know what I mean? So it's smart that you're doing that. It is. That's good. Learn the trees, bro. You know, learn your fibers, learn how the wood reacts. Because like half of this job is just eliminating wood in the right way to get things to go where you want it. God, I hate talking about that. Like, kind of got my heart going a little bit talking about how embarrassing. It's so embarrassing when I watch that video. Me just being like cocky. I was just fucking cocky. I was being super arrogant. Some people are right. I am arrogant sometimes. And I saw that in me on that video. Yep. Yeah, you just... Exactly, I agree, Mike Chevria. I cannot get your fucking name right for the life of me, dude. Chavaria? Echevarria. Fuck. Jonathan, yeah, I agree that 211, that 2511 would be great from yeah, Redman, it was like seriously instant karma. It really wasn't karma. It was like a I don't know. I think me and karma are cool. And haughty. Is that a word? Haughty. Haughty spirit before the fall. Pride comes before destruction. And haughty spirit. I don't know the word haughty. Define haughty.
Here's the definition of haughty. Arrogantly superior and disdainful.
That's going to be word of the day. Thank you. That girl's a hottie. Dang, hottie. The fuck away from me. Oh, I'm sorry. What up, Seth Rogers? That's a pretty sweet proverb there. August would really like that. I'm not religious, but that's really awesome. No, I'd never do palms, Mr. Bassman. I think I have one video on my Instagram of me doing a palm tree. Yeah, Chandler B. Luckily, my cockiness didn't injured anybody. Palms are filthy. Yeah, I don't mess with palms. That's like the first thing I tell people. They're like, hey man, what are your rates? I'm like, my rates are blah blah blah, and I don't do palm trees or trim. If I do trim, it's gonna be like $300 an hour. So don't even think it. $400 if you're really thinking about using me. If you're dead serious about using me, $500 an hour and I'll trim. If you confirm and we schedule a day, $600 an hour for trimming. If you cancel, no cancel cost. Oh shit. You used to trim 5,000 palms a year, and then you got depressed, and like, you got depressed, and your life fell down into this, like, this downhill, and then you hit rock bottom and decided that you've had too much palms, and you're done with palms. You're never gonna touch palms for the rest of your life. You go to... Yeah, I trimmed, like, one time I trimmed, I think, like, 150 in a day or something from a bucket. Just dead fronds and seed pods. Dead fronds and seed pods that were close, you know. It's not something I ever want to do again. He's not kidding. I mean, he's not kidding about the 5,000 palms. That's doable. You go to some of the trailer parks around here and they have 1,000 palm trees all fucking around. Palms are cool. The best kind of palm tree is one that's laying behind a chipper. It's the best one. Or next to a grapple, whichever you prefer. Learn to respect the top handle real quick, thinking I can one-hand it in all scenarios. Nope. No, you can't one-hand in all scenarios. You don't see me one-handing every time. I only one-hand when I have complete control over my saw. Yeah, palm trees is a monocot, which is a grass. It's part of the grass, Arecacia family. Monocot family. 1,000 palms, $50 a piece. $50 a piece? $50 a piece? What kind of palms are they? Yeah, I mean, honestly, you never one-hand a chainsaw on a palm tree, though. Ever, 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 ever. Don't ever do that. That's super dangerous. For real. You will get cut. I just like them because I'm a new climber and they're easy money. Yeah, so listen, the better you become at doing palm trees, the more palm trees you'll do. So, for me, I never open both my eyes at the same time when I trim palms, and then it ends up coming out look like shit. And they're like, nah, we're not calling this guy again for palms. But he really does a good job removing those oak trees and not breaking anything. But he cannot trim a palm for shit. So. Yeah, royal palms. See, like cabbage palms. Like when I think about a palm tree, I think about cabbage palms. You know? That's what I think about. Like a big old bushy cabbage palms. If it was daytime, I would show you the shitty cabbage palms we have. Bro, crane work is a different animal. Crane work is fast-paced. It's really fast-paced for me. I mean, I'm a pretty fast-paced climber, tree climber to begin with, but I don't ever wait on a crane job. You know what I mean? There's not a lot of waiting for me. And it's just go. It's just, as soon as I, like, get my phone out to, like, go on Facebook for a minute when I'd usually be watching these guys like clear brush and cut shit up and drag it out or whatever. Or I set my next rig and then I'm waiting. Yo, a crane job, I'm like, oh shit, it's coming back. So I don't get many breaks. Best way to get out of not doing palms. You have a good weekend too, Joshua and Janelle, Hazel. Should it take longer to climb a palm tree than trim it? I've maybe climbed once more, like a couple, like a handful of palm trees just to trim them. Usually, we don't trim them unless they're like below 40 feet. We always put a ladder in them and then climb up the ladder and then put the ladder on the boot. That's how we trim our cabbage palms. If not, then it's all lift work from there on out. But we don't spike palms, and I don't. The only time I've ever tried to throw an SRT line in a palm tree, I got my throw ball stuck, and we just pulled the palm tree over. Fuck it. That was it. My go-to answer. Let me see. Yeah, palm trees suck. Cabbage palms suck because they're bushy. Yep. Washies suck too. Washies are like probably worse than cabbages actually. How do you get faster at climbing? Boss says I'm doing better at pruning, but wants to be faster. I mean, just like anything, the more you do it, probably the better you're gonna get, unless unless you're at the top of your game. But the more you do something, ordinarily you go up, you improve. So just keep doing it. If you keep doing it and keep trying and trying to improve, then you'll get faster. But other than that, you won't. Just keep practicing. Climb, man. Oh, have you seen the video of the dude? Yep. Chandler B, I saw that video, and that guy is a fucking lunatic. I probably would have been in tears up there, screaming and in shock. Like, my question is, right? So was the palm tree leaning like that to begin with? Or did he climb up, and then, like, he wiggled a bit, and then it went like this? And then, like, I could understand that. So if that happened, if I climbed up this palm tree and it went like this and didn't snap, I would have felt okay about cutting the head off and taking that ride. You know what I mean? Because, like, once he's hanging off on the end like this, what the fuck do? You gonna climb all the way vertically back over, Nah, you just cut it off and take the ride. Chandler, there's definitely some palms in Georgia. They're just way south of you, bro. Yeah, Casey, I agree. Where do you work at, Casey? Like, what state? What area? Okay. Sacramento. Yeah, so you have some X-current style trees there. I mean, honestly, I don't really think crane work can be defined as easy. I think it's difficult to do it correctly. I mean, not difficult, just, I mean, some stuff's tricky. Like, I have a lot of, like the tree I did in AK 40-foot, 50-foot horizontal fucking leads, you know? I've been to central Sacramento. That place has a shit ton of trees. Like, you cannot walk down a sidewalk at that place without being under a tree. I think it's got like one of the most trees. It's the city with one of the most trees in the world, I think. I think I read that somewhere. No palms in Indiana. Yeah, fuck palms. Alright, well. What's the most money I made on a single removal? I don't know. I think I made like $2,300 one time. And I didn't even climb it. That was like a side job for my kid's mom's aunt that I did. I actually hired a climber the next morning. I drank too much and I was too hungover and I couldn't climb. First time, and my only time I ever hired another climber. Yeah, I mean, definitely. I've had a few sketchy pics too. For real. But guys, I'm getting sleepy. Believe it or not. I'm probably gonna put cops back on. Pass out right here on the porch. It's so nice out right now. But you guys take it easy. Everybody who gave me tips and stuff, I really appreciate it. But you guys take it easy. Thanks, Michael Pace. I appreciate it, man. I've been on here for like 8 minutes. You were just joining. I'm sorry. I'll be back. Like, you know. Maybe I'll come back tomorrow morning and see where you guys are at. Have some coffee or something. You take it easy. Thank you for your support and your good vibes. You guys are a killer. Let me see. Alright. Y'all take it easy. Do I charge Jay right? Jonathan, you can't ask me questions right now. I'm gonna get sidetracked. I'm sleepy, man. Never had a lemon snap in his house. Oh, fuck off, Casey. That was a low blow, bro. That was a low blow. Alright. Well, I fucked up, okay? I made a mistake. Yeah, I am old, dude. I'm old. Alright. What? It's 11:40. I worked today. Right? I was hanging from... Alright, you guys. You're well done. Good job. You old is definitely a good way to get me to stay up, you son of a bitch. I'm out. Peace.